Hundreds of firefighters from across the region took part in industrial action today as part of a national dispute about changes to their working conditions and pensions. The government wants to raise the retirement age for fire crews, as well as introducing a fitness test.
Members of the Fire Brigades Union walked out between 12 and 4 o'clock today, including a father and son team from the Black Country, who could very well have very different experiences of retiring from the service. More now from Sarah Falkland.
Watch Commander Dave Pitt, Firefighter Dave Pitt. Same name, their father and son, from Tividale in the Black Country. At 53, Dave Pitt Sr. is set to retire in 2 years' time. But under the current reforms, his oldest son, who's 25, will have to go on until he's 60.
Climb ladders, carry people out of house fires on ladders. It's not practical as you get older.
It's difficult when you're in your 20s and 30s and 40s. It's just unrealistic.
At noon, they walked out in defiance of the government's proposals. Senior fire officers, though, were quick to offer reassurance that public safety wouldn't be compromised by the 4 hours of industrial action.
We've got 19 fire appliances available across the county. We've also got an agreement with the Fire Brigades Union that's been made nationally, so if there is a major incident, then the FBU will release their members to return to work.
The government maintains the changes are fair and would still give firefighters one of the most generous pensions in the public sector, averaging around £19,000 a year. Firefighters argue it's not about the money. They pay 13% of their salary towards pensions. What they fear is that older firefighters on the front line could now face the sack without much of a pension because they'd fail new fitness tests.
Graham Souness is 60 years of age, and the government would expect Graham Souness to perform in the same environment as Christian Benteke, who plays for Aston Villa, who's 22. It's ludicrous.
But it's not just having older firefighters that could put lives at risk. The service in Hereford and Worcester is having to save almost £5 million over the next 3 years. But while there are always some headline-hitting fires, incidents and call-outs are at an historical low.
Firefighters can't be sure about the level of public support for this strike today, but they have one question for the public. They say, would you be happy to be carried out of a burning building by a 60-year-old?
Well, at a push, yes, but I shouldn't have a younger chap.
Definitely, if he knows his job inside out, he'd probably do a very good job.
You need a strong, fit young man.
Today's strike was an opening shot, a push to get the government back to the negotiating table. Unions say more strikes are likely. Sarah Falkland, BBC Midlands Today in West Bromwich.
An elderly